Hi, and welcome to another video by Get It Done Home Repairs. Today we're going to be replacing this light fixture with a new, more modern style light. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go into the garage or into your basement, wherever your circuit breaker box is, and make sure that your circuit breaker is in the off position. As you can see, this light is out because we did turn the circuit breaker off. Alright, first thing we're going to do is you're going to hold the globe here, and you're going to come around underneath, and there's little tiny knobs here, like screws. You unscrew them and loosen them, hold the globe until it then comes right out, just like that. And then we'll put this down onto the floor. Now after we have that down, we're going to come in with our screwdriver. In this particular case, it's a flathead screwdriver. We're just going to loosen the screw here and here. We're not going to take them all the way out, we're just going to loosen them. Light fixtures, especially ones that have been on for a long period of time, they get painted over the years. Paint accumulates around here and it causes it to stick to the ceiling. So we're going to be a little careful. We're just going to work it down. And as you can see now, it came off. We're going to take the light fixture, we're going to rotate it, and we're going to pull the screw through the hole on the fixture itself. And in this particular case, we have two wires. We have a white wire, and we have a, well, it's supposed to be a black wire, but in this case, because it's a double switch, we're actually talking about a red wire. So we're going to take this wire nut here, take it off like this, take this black wire off. Now remember, when you take this off, your black wire is going to reconnect onto the red wire, and your white wire is going to connect onto the white wires. So we unscrew the other cap like this, and we just take this fixture totally out like that, and then this is trash. Okay, so now we have our fixture down and safely on the ground. We're going to take these wires here, we're going to leave these out of the way just like that, and now we're going to remove that screw there and that screw there that holds this bracket up into the box that's with the house itself. So we're going to unscrew this one now, take it off. We're going to take these screws totally out. Same thing on this one. And this bracket is going to be trash once we get it out. Okay, then we'll take our new fixture and we're going to come up here and we're going to screw back into these two little holes that you see right up here that this one was connected into. We're going to use those to attach the new fixture. Alright, so let's grab the new fixture and we'll come right back. Okay, now we have our new bracket, and we're going to attach the bracket up onto this existing box that's right here. Now I do want to tell you this here. Use the new screws that came with it. Don't use the old screws over again because the slots are a little bit different in size. Alright, so here's the bracket. We're going to put it up here like this, and we're going to screw the screw right up through the bracket. We're going to catch both of them in here before we tighten anything up. We're going to bring both of these up until they touch. And we're going to snug them down, just like that. Okay. Alright, let's grab the light fixture and we'll put our light fixture up. Okay, so now after we have the bracket tight, we're going to connect our ground strap to the ground strap that's right up underneath here in the box. You see how this ground is connected up here? We're going to unscrew this screw right here. We do not have to take it totally out. We're just going to unscrew it a little bit. We're going to take a loop, put a loop in the wire, just like this, and then we're going to put it up and over the top of that screw. And then we'll tighten this screw back up here. And now that wire is now grounded with all the other wires inside this box here. So we're just going to push this up and out of the way, just like that. Now if you don't have this ground strap on here and you have all your grounds tied together with a wire nut, you can just connect this ground wire into the ground with all the others. But this is the way this one is connected up. All right, let's grab our light fixture and let's put it up here and we'll get this job done. Okay, so now this is our fixture that we're going to be hanging up on the ceiling right here. As you can see, they do give you a lot of extra wire with it, which you don't need to have. So we're going to come down over here and we're going to cut the wire right here. And we're going to take this piece right here that was on there and we're going to put that back up on there again. That keeps the wire from actually sliding down through here once it's attached up in the top. All right, so let me cut this off here. You can use anything to cut it. In my particular case, I'm going to be using a pair of cutters like this, but you can use anything to cut it, whether you have a utility knife or whatever. You can cut it. Remember, it's always, if you're not sure, cut it a little bit longer. You can always cut it shorter, but you can't cut it longer, okay? Okay, then we're just going to cut this off right here. And then this is trash. But before we do anything, we're going to take that piece here, and we're going to take it back off, and we're going to use it on the shortened wire. Okay, so now we have it the way we want it. This is going to be underneath the bottom down here, down further like this, so that it can't slide through. Let me grab my utility knife and we're going to cut this open a little bit and we're going to splice these wires. Okay, and that's how we looped it around to keep the wire from sliding through there at all. It was a little tough to get through because this was fraying right here, so we just put some Scotch tape on here to keep this down, and then we slid it right through that loop. All right, now the next thing we want to do is we want to come in over here and we want to cut back some of this insulation on here so we can get into the wires. Be very careful, you don't want to damage the wires that are inside. We're going to cut this back just a little bit more. Just like that. And then we're going to take this off. Just like that. So we have two wires that are left like this. Then we're going to take our wire strippers like this. We're going to come in here just like that. Okay. Okay, now we take these wires and we just see how they're all very small strands. We're going to turn it into one single strand. So we're just going to twist them around just like this. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to come up here to our white wire, which is right here. We're going to connect our white wire on it, twist it around clockwise. Then we're going to take a new wire nut and screw it over the top, tighten it down as tight as you can make it by hand. And now before you let go, give a tug on the wires to make sure everything is nice and tight, which it is. Next thing we're going to do now is we're going to take that red wire, we're going to wrap our black wire around it, clockwise position. We're going to take a new wire nut, put it over the top, and screw it again in clockwise position, just like that. And then when you finish, just grab it and pull the wires to make sure they're tight, which they are. Next thing we're going to do now is we're going to take these wires and we're going to tuck them back up inside the box right here, just like that, and like that. We're going to put this up here on the top here, and we're going to attach the 2 screws that came with it right inside here. Let me just grab the screws and we'll put that together. Okay, so we're going to take this up now, and we're going to line up the 1 screw right up inside here. Okay, now once we have that screw caught, we're not going to tighten it up real tight. We're just going to catch it a couple of threads, just like that. And then we're going to come around and we're going to catch the other one on the other side right here. Okay. And now we're just going to snug this one down. Okay, we'll snug the other one down over here. Let's check this one more time. Okay, all right, let's put a light bulb in here, and we'll go turn the circuit breaker on, and we'll make sure it works. Okay, we screwed our light bulb in. We'll go inside, turn the circuit breaker on, and it better light up. All right, so that's it. The light works. That's a good thing. All right, just make sure that when you strip those wires down, use the proper tool to do it. You don't want to pull strands of wire away, because the more strands of wire you pull out, the worse it is for the fixture. So use the correct wire stripping tools. And of course, if it doesn't work, make sure you go back in and turn your circuit breaker back on. And that's it. This job is done. It's on to the next one. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.